Should be an exciting game tonight as we have South Perth Alliance at their home versus West Coast Cobras. I believe both sides are undefeated. Both sides really need a win. In order to keep their finals hopes well and truly, well not, I wouldn't say alive, but secure. See, just waiting for a couple things before we go to kick off. Of course, it's crucial to know that West Coast Cobras got a bye in their hands as they organised a quick postponement with the Coburn Wolves, another massive result. South Perth Alliance kickoff. 16 minutes of stop clock. Everything to play for. Rajnika, Pierce, Inai, Toth. Pierce, out wide, Rajnika. Feeds to Matthias Cavallio, shoots, and you don't want to let that man shoot. I've seen it in training and it's deadly. So he supports the fresh cut. Toth on the ball now. See up a bit of 4-0 South Perth Alliance. They've started doing it a little bit as the ball sips to Jake Pizzuto. Diego Flenka, Matthias Cavallio. Out wide, Pizzuto, right foot. Intercepted by Pierce. Shot. Cavallio just wide. Both sides have got a lot on the bench. I think West Coast Cobras got slightly more with 2. Yep, 2 more than South Perth Alliance. Cavallio just seeing that one out. Pizzuto, Flanker, Pizzuto, Ross in the middle. South Perth Alliance with the halfway. Pizzuto, Flanker. Of course, last season in the winter, South Perth Alliance got the better of West Coast Cobras. They were a bit depleted and they don't have key signings like Matthias Cavallio, Zephyr McPherson, Matthias Cavallio, who all bring great depth to the side, as well as, I believe, both Ellisons. Liam Ellison just today. Cavallio. Left boot and good save by Ronsawang. Set play from West Coast Cobras. Given as a side ball, Florenka playing Ross. Give it back to Pizzuto. Cavallio can't feed it back as it goes back to Ronsawang. Ronsawang feeding long and Robles collecting I should say. Cavallio reading back to Ross. Pizzuto out wide with Florenka. Ross. Heavy touch but not punished. Pizzuto. Florenka. Pizzuto. Feeds Matthias Cavallio. Tries to lay it on but touch a bit heavy. Pierce. Inai. Feed it down the line. Of course, massive game for James Toth as he made the decision to go from West Coast Cobras to South Perth Alliance. Good challenge by Cavallio. Rajnika out wide, Inai. Toth, Pizzuto with a good challenge, Flanker with a better challenge. Getting challenged by Toth, Pizzuto. Holding up well. Cobras able to reset. Toth with a shot, but Flanker now driving. Inai feeding into the mixer and Toth just giving it right back to the Cobras. Pizzuto, bit of 4-0 movement now for the Cobras. Ross, nice and high. Turns. Florenka. Pizzuto. Florenka trying to take and does successfully. Can he finish? Good attacking opportunity there, but Rungsawang unable to, unable to beat Rungsawang, I should say. Florenka checking off for Canast. Pizzuto. Ross. Pizzuto. Feeding Cavallio. Standing up his opponent. Left-footed shot and Rungsawang with another save. Being tested early, Rungsawang. See if it continues. Canast. Ross shoots and just seen out. Rungsawang. Pierce. McHale. Pierce. Intercepted by Ross. Ross now driving. Right foot. Can't finish. Now it's 2-on-1. Inai. Can he find McHale? Cavallio doing well defensively. Ross even better. Puts in a challenge to Cavallio with the seconds. West Coast Cobras after this one as Ryan checks on the court. Of course, affectionately known as the Rhino. McHale. Rungsawang. McHale. Pierce tries to do the 1-2 through the middle. Does, but can't beat past the Cobras line. Now with Robles. Pizzuto. Feeding Rhino, who can't keep control of it. Rojanika. Flick down the line, and Lockie Ryan gets the better of it, but seen as out. McHale. Feeds Rojanika, who turns. Sorry, yeah, not Rojanika. Feeds Bergamy, I should say. Ball over the top and Pierce can't get on the end of it. Florenka feeding Pizzuto. Nolan. Pizzuto. Ryan. Canast. 4-0 movement. Rhino's open. And Bergamy just seeing it out. As we see Coach John Goody just give his applause for Canast for the ball. Pizzuto. Canast with set play. Shot from Nolan that was stuck with such conviction, but not on target. McHale, missed touch, goes out to Pizzuto. Ryan goes back to McHale though. Shoots and good save by Robles. Nolan under pressure. Ryan just holding up. Resetting to Toth. Pizzuto. Giving to Nolan. Canast. Giving back to Pizzuto. Nolan. Looking to isolate. Goes down the line to Ryan. Holding up well. Looking to turn in against Haynes. Ball with Pizzuto. Going down the line again. Nolan. Shoots the right boot and good save from Rungsawang. Rungsawang's definitely been the more tested of the keepers. Nolan trying to feed Ryan. Haynes just clearing his lines. Pizzuto checking off back on for Ross. Giving it out wide to Canast. Ross with a big butterfly run. Gets it over the top. Can he finish? Squares it back and Haynes just clearing his lines. South Perth Lions have been tested. So far they've stood up strong. 10 minutes 37 left on the clock. Ball switched to Canast. Ross. Can't give the ball to Canast. Kato on South Perth Lions. Getting pressed. McHale as Canast puts a nice physicality. Ross just clearing his lines with a sliding challenge. Ball fed to target. Bergamy laying off. Haynes can't get it. Kato covered well by Robles, who takes one for the team. Ball fed over the top. Can't go the way of South Perth Alliance. Ball fed quickly. Goes right way to Bergamy. Shoots, and Robles with a big save. Ross just clearing his lines. No. Haynes. Ross. Flanker. Fed to McPherson. Can't get ball on. Ross. Trying to get a flick on from Franca. Nolan. Ross. Nolan. Franca. Nolan. Ross. Flick down the line. Nolan. Can't keep it in though. Run song. Going long. Ross seeing it out with his head. Nolan getting pressed. Giving it to Florenka. Back to Ross. Nolan. And wide with Ross. Florenka. Ross. Nolan. Florenka. Ross. Florenka. Ross. Gives it to McPherson. Can't keep it in, however. Cutter. Haynes. Call is the step for the Cobras. Mikhail. Franco intercepting, but can't take his touch into danger. Nolan putting on the pressure on Bergamy. Flick down the line from Mikhail, hitting Bergamy well on the layoff. Flanker with a last-ditch challenge. Hand balling in the process. Yellow card for Florenka. Timeout for South Perth Alliance as they'll look to work a set play. We'll have to see what is happening. It is still 0-0. Everything to play for. See if famous Roberto Boy set play pays dividends. It looks like Zero is putting some good instructions on. Words from Goodlich to get to that back post and that second or third runner from when he hit the target. Cobras elected for Florenka, Nolan, McPherson and Ross. Whereas South Perth Alliance have elected for Mikhail, Kato, Haynes and Bergamy, the exact same four. See what set play they've elected for. I'm guessing it'll be a line of three, perhaps. They look to use Mikhail and Kato. Haynes running into the line, feeding Haynes. Good save from Robles. Haynes Feeding to Mikel, shoots, and back with Haynes, shoots, and wide. Nolan checking off for Ellison. Ellison, Ross. McPherson very deep into the court on Runsawong. Ross. McPherson holding up, trying to feed Ross, can't as he takes a touch. Ball with Ellison. Ross shoots, trying to find McPherson, but Haynes intercepting. Ball with Ellison. Feeding Florenka. With Ross. Back rolls to Ellison. Back to Ross. Tries to feed McPherson and can't. Ball over the top. Florenka driving. Goes himself, and I with the interception. 7 minutes 40 left of this first half. Ball with Ross. Giving to Ellison. Back to Ross. Trying to go 1-2 and can't. Nye looking to take Ross, and Ross with a crucial challenge. Then it's the mixer, and Toth just collecting. Sorry, not Toth. Robles collecting. Florenka trying to take on player not last man. Toth finish, and that'll be a goal for South Perth Alliance. Florenka trying to take on the line and getting punished by Piers as it goes as a toe poke for James Toth. Striking venom into the Cobras with a toe poke. Carvalho back on the court with his fellow Spanish brother, Canast. Pizzuto. Canast. That's on a 3 to Ellison. Ellison trying to take on the player. Does so, but can't beat past the second. Toth now driving. Good interception by Canast. Inai shoots and intercepted by Pizzuto. Back post open. Miss Rojnika can't find Pierce. Ball across to Pizzuto. Beats Ellison. Pizzuto. Trying to feed Carvalho. Does so, but back pass going the way Toth. Oh, sorry, not Toth, Robles. Pizzuto. Canast. Fed to Carvalho. Pierce intercepting. Toth. Nye. Canast intercepting. Going to go line. Pizzuto on the ball now. Feeding Ellison. Pizzuto feeding Canast. Down the line to Carvalho. Tries to feed it back in the mixer, but can't. Inai. Going long. Now with Ellison. Pizzuto. Ellison. Feeding what to Carvalho. Turns. Can't get past Toth though. Challenge from Carvalho. The card will come out. Pierce. Pierce. Toth. Trying to open up to target. Rojnika. Good challenge there from Diego Florenka. In danger though. Intercepted by Toth. Carvalho. Florenka. Can he finish? Good save from Runsawong. Pizzuto feeding Canast. Franco leaving it. Pizzuto trying to feed it back in the mixer, and it goes the way of Robles. Pizzuto. Line of 3 to Canast. Shoots and goes out the way of Toth. Pierce beating past Cavallio. Left foot, can he finish? Does! That's 2-0 to South Perth Alliance. Not covered well. As timeout card be submitted by the West Coast Cobras. John Goody looking to collect his side. Just listening up to both conversations. Goodrich seems very animated. Got the target holding up and then laying off instead of trying to turn.
Sorry, I didn't mean A, I meant 9.
Roberto Boy is saying we have to lock out that ball to the target. He's saying little pull and go in front. Instead of standing off him, not letting that ball to Tigers, it's very dangerous. Of course, that's Cavallio and Florenka on yellow cards for West Coast Cobras. Cavallio, Pizzuto, Florenka, feeding Canast. Canast, feeding Florenka. Pizzuto. Cavallio feeding Canast, who tries to do the flick ball and can't. Rosic on for his first minutes. Good challenge by Canast. It's 3-on-2. Pizzuto. Cavallio back to Pizzuto. Can't get on target. Good challenge by Nye. Florenka. Canast. Florenka going on a drive. Right foot. Can't get past Nye. Good challenge. Trying to feed back and Canast. Canast just restarting. Pizzuto feeding Cavallio. Shoots and turns and just off target. That was a crucial moment for the Cobras. Press being called by coach John Goodrich. 9-1. Going long, trying to feed Toth, and that'll go right the way of Robles. Pizzuto driving. Cavallio looking to beat Pierce. Florenka. Back rolls for Pizzuto. Canast. Feeds Florenka. Goes past Toth, keeps it in. On his signature right boot, can he cut back? He can! Canast! Good save by Runsawong. As he celebrates to himself, covers that angle well. Florenka getting a challenge from behind. Pizzuto standing on it now. Getting Ryan, Ross, Nolan. Look down the line to Ryan. Tries to feed it back to him, does. Nolan. Intercepted by McHale. Feeding Ross. He just hits it to the sky. Tough checking off for Cutter. Rosic. Mikel looking to take his player on. Nolan winning the seconds. Nolan feeding to Ryan. Back to Nolan, who sees it out. Ryan putting pressure on. Pizzuto driving now. Good switch of play to Nolan. Pizzuto. Ross. Back rolls and can't find Pizzuto as he wasn't looking. Kato. Mikhail. Pierce. Wojnicka trying to get out of pressure and instead gives the ball away. Nolan. Ross. Pizzuto. Ross. Ryan. Tries to feed. Mikel trying to take down line, instead running to the Cobras. Ross on the ball now. Ryan. Ross. Nolan. Back to Ross. Pizzuto. Well intercepted by Pierce. Ball with Nolan. Ross. Ross trying to feed past Pierce, but instead hitting Pierce's head. Kato with a heavy touch. Ross trying to feed it to Ryan instead. Ball going out. Pierce feeding Bergamy. Mikel. Bergamy going long. Pierce checking off for Haynes. Florenka. Nolan. Florenka. Feeding Ryan. Florenka. Feeding Ross and intercepted by Kato. One minute 53 remaining. Nolan. Feeding Ross. Down the line to Florenka. Tries to hold it up and can't. Ball going long from Bergamy. Nolan seeing it to Ross. Back with Florenka. Ball with Ross. Flick down the line. Florenka. Ross giving it to Florenka. Line of three to Ross. Giving back to Nolan. Back to Florenka. Back post run and Haynes intercepting. Ross. Nolan. Feeding Ryan.
Boys, work something. Call us play. Call a play.
Ryan. Giving to Nolan. Florenka sells one, but hits his teammate, Bergamy.
Push the long ball.
Montois going long, hitting Nolan instead. Ryan with a save. Trying to feed Haynes, but instead running out of real estate. Florenka. Out wide with Florenka. Now Nolan. Back to other Florenka, Marco Florenka. Passing to his brother Diego Florenka. Looking to go in. Ryan. 4-0 rotation here from the Cobras. Florenka trying to go line. Beats past two, but can't get past the third. It's out of real estate.
Get goal side. Yeah, top.
Ball with Bergamy. Ball going long. Kato feeding a good ball. Haynes, right foot, feeds back post, and that'll be 3 at half time. 16 seconds left. It's a beautiful knock on from Kato. Feeding to the back post and receiving it back from his teammate. 3-0. The Cobras going to have to pull something off if they want to get back in this game. Florenka looking to go one-on-one. Tackled by Haynes. Nolan. Florenka going himself. Gives that to Pierce. Robles quickly off his line. Four seconds left on the clock. Carter going over the top to Haynes, who beats pass. Can he make it? Counted, not counted as a goal, or I'm not sure. Referee's deliberating whether that counts. There's pretty much 4-0 though. Timer ran out as it'll be 3-0. We will join you after this quick ad break. Play restarting from McPherson. Feeding Pizzuto. Canast. Florenka. Pizzuto. Canast. Pizzuto. Canast. Pizzuto. Canast. Florenka. Feeding Pizzuto. Trying to give to McPherson, but can't. Bergamy giving the ball after a pretty tame shot to Robles. Go back the Cobras' way. Florenka driving to the middle. Pizzuto taking his time, feeding cast out the left wide. Trying to feed a nice cross-court ball to Florenka. Flick down the line and seen out. Ball with Toth. Ball down the line, feeding Pizzuto instead. Florenka. Canast. Mikhail with the handball. Yellow card for Mikhail. Ross calling the set play. I believe it'll be a line of 3. It'll be probably Pizzuto's shot, I'd imagine. One of these 3 options. Goes himself and runs one, standing strong. Florenka. Pizzuto with a snapshot as the Cobras look to work a set play. Definitely worked that time. Ross. Pizzuto. 4-0 setup. Ross. Back rolls to Florenka, but went out of real estate. All the momentum's with South Perth Alliance at the moment. Mikhail. Feeding Pierce. Mikhail. Feeding into Bergamy. Pizzuto. Canast. Tries to feed the ball through. Mikhail winning the ball. Pierce. Down wide to Mikhail. Now Florenka 3-on-1. Can they finish? Florenka goes himself. Toth. Now it's 2-on-1 on the opposite side. Pizzuto trying to intercept. Bergamy lays off for Toth. And doesn't go their way. Both situations should have been a goal. Momentum changing plays. Florenka feeding Canast, who tries to feed McPherson in the air, but instead hits the face of Pierce. Florenka. Pizzuto looking to take his player line, stands him up. Cuts inside, Pizzuto and the shirt pull. Not seen by either referees. And as the Cobras observe, he was in a yellow, should have been a second yellow. As no attempt to play the ball. Canast feeding Florenka, going down the line. Cross face of goal, but no one home to collect. Feeding Pierce. Mikhail. Winning back to Florenka. Toth doing the battle. Wins out, but giving right back to Florenka. 3-on-2. Feeds Canast. Back to Florenka. Tries to feed the back post, and McPherson disappointed his teammate. Florenka trying to feed Canast and feeds Mikhail. Can he finish? Good save by Robles. Pizzuto. Canast. Florenka. Touch in the middle as he's got lots of space and heavy touch. Sees him out. 3 plays up for South Perth Lions. Kato, Inai, and Rojnika. Good touch from Kato, but just a little too stuck in his toes to take advantage of it. Ball with Pizzuto. Florenka. Pizzuto. Ellison. Florenka. Pizzuto. Ellison. Florenka. Feeds back post. Pizzuto. Feeds back to him. Florenka. And a save again from Wang Sawang. Good chances here from the Cobras. Chested back from Kato and just seen out. Pizzuto. Ellison. Pizzuto. Feeds Rojanika instead. Good shot and good save from Robles. Sight unseen for that shot. As McPherson going to the floor from Pierce. Lots of yellow cards for South Perth Lions. Florenka standing over this one. It'll probably be a line of 3 play, I'd imagine. As we go to Ellison. Florenka going himself. Down the line, McPherson holds up. Sent to Ross and Rojanika intercepting. Robles. Ross. Ellison. Down the line and Kato intercepting. Florenka. Ellison. Ross. Florenka. Ellison and late challenge from Rojanika. That's another yellow card, so that'll be a red for Rojanika. Momentum changing times. Big subs for the West Coast Cobras. And subs for South Perth Lions as they set up the 2-1 defense. Of course, a man down. They want to be compacting space. West Coast Cobras need to get a goal here if they want the momentum. Pizzuto. Ross. Pizzuto. Ross. Pizzuto. Ross. Open up for the shot. Shoots, and that was off Mikkel. Of course, stop clocks will last a lot longer than what they used to. Cavallio shoots, and this will be precious time wasted. They'll send one up, and they'll just try and hold the ball. Swan doing his shoelace, but won't make any difference to the time. Two on Mikkel. Runs one, trying to feed the run of Pierce. Does. Nolan seeing it out. Pierce. Referee Jonathan Silas pulling the thing back, the sidekick back despite the playing of Pierce. Wasn't warned. Receiving a yellow. Bergamy can't get on target. Ross now driving. Now with Ross. Pizzuto. Ross. Pizzuto. Ross. Pizzuto. Cavallio. Pizzuto. Ross. Out wide with Nolan. Ross. Pizzuto. Down the line to Cavallio. Down to Ross. Left-footed shot. That was the time to take hold of it, but can't. Ball going long. Pizzuto off for Rhino. Back to Ross. Nolan. Nolan. Ross. Shoots and comes off the side bar. Good save from Rungswan. Pierce standing strong. Nothing going the Cobras' way at the moment. Nolan. Ross. Cavalier. Ross. Nolan. Ross. Shoots and good save from Rungsawang. Ryan. Ross. Tries to go to the back post. Spills out to Cavalier. P-roller though as it goes. Runs one. Feet short. Bergamy. Intercepted by Nolan. Tries to shoot. Ross. And skies it. Ross can't believe his luck. 10 minutes left on the clock. They're not going to score against 3. How are they going to score against 4? Robles just seeing it out. Miguel feeds. Rochniko takes a first time shot and Robles with the double save. Ross, they're looking for one last attacking opportunity. Nolan gets it there. Cavalier. Nolan. Good save from Rongsawang. Haynes back on. Ryan fed to Nolan and ball's off the line. McCall. Haynes. Just seeing it out. Mind you, the South F Lions have a lot of players on a yellow card, so it'll be dangerous. Could have the same situation. Shot from Ross. Toth getting pressed from Cavalier. Cavalier diving in, but going the way of Lucky Ryan. Nantua going along. Mikhail can't get on top of it. Ellison. Ryan. Ross. Cavalier slipping off. Goes to the first time shot, but ball going out. We have a keeper substitution for the West Coast Cobras as Robles has gone off a bit sore for Ashmore. Inai. Toth. Good save from Robles. Toth. Ross intercepting, reading well. Eight minutes 30 left on the clock. The Cobras have got to get scoring quickly. Going long, Nantua, and Ross feeding Cavalier. Feeding Ellison. Touch as well. Resets to Ross. Feeding out wide to Ryan. Ross. Cavalier tries to feed it back across and just gone the way of South F Lions. Ellison. Ryan. Oh, sorry, Ross. Ryan. Ellison. Cavalier. Ross. Intercepted by Haynes. Ross holding up. Cavalier shoots and going the way of Nantua. Going long. Robles checking off for Ashmore. Triple or quad substitution for West Coast Cobras. Pizzuto. Flanker. Flanker. Ross. Oh, sorry, not Ross. Pizzuto feeds Ryan well, holding up. Turns and Good challenge. Cartel beating past Florenka, but the trailing leg Florenka sees it out. Feed to Nye. Going down the line, and Pizzuto just seeing it. Ashmore calming the play, but feed to Nye. Pizzuto with a good challenge. 2-on-1. Pizzuto seen out from South F Alliance. Ryan. Pizzuto. This touch as Florenka just sees it out. Toth. Feeding over the top. Florenka. Incepting as it goes to Pizzuto. Now Pizzuto looking to go line. Cuts in. Feeds Florenka. Tries to feed Pizzuto and can't. Florenka, can he finish? Back of the net. Florenka with a beautiful play from the West Coast Cobras. Beautiful team play there. Haynes feeding an eye. Shoots back post and interception comes out from Florenka. 6:51 remaining, 2 goals in it. Momentum at the moment with the Cobras. Pierce, Florenka, intercepting to Florenka. Inaya with a crucial challenge. Florenka on the ball now. 5th man is the call from Goodlich. Ryan feeding Pizzuto. Ball over the top and can't get it working. Toth. Ross going on for the 5th man. Florenka. Florenka. Pizzuto. Florenka. Feeding Pizzuto. Ryan. Shoots. Trying to feed Florenka. Florenka feeding Florenka. Florenka feeding Pizzuto. Florenka. Given as a foul. And I believe that's the 2nd yellow for an eye. Isn't. Ross checking back on. Kit over kit. See if they work the set play. Ross feeding Florenka, who scores. That's 3-2. Florenka, I think this was through the legs. Good set play. Ross, Florenka, and through the legs of Haynes. 3-2, momentum with the Cobras. 6 minutes left. Pierce. Knight going down the line. Ashmore seeing it out. Pierce. Feeding a Knight, intercepted by Florenka. Pierce. Feeding Inai, who tries to feed Haynes but can't. Ross back on the court. Be interesting to see what time the Cobras like to go 5th. They are 1 goal down. Florenka on the ball, feeds Pizzuto. Cavallio receiving, turning, trying to go himself, left-footed shot, and can't get it on target. McCall running out of play. Pizzuto feeding Ross. Florenka. Pizzuto. Ross shoots and Pierce stands strong. Pizzuto. Florenka. Feeds Haynes instead. Florenka intercepting though. Beating pass. Tries to feed Carvalho. Their timeout to South Perth Alliance. We will keep you going as I think it'll be a fifth man set up for the Cobras. At least somewhat soon. They're talking about it now. Of course, they forced South Perth Alliance to do the set play. So to call the timeout. See, actually Ross is taking off the fifth man shirt. So they're going to go elect for normal play, it seems. So Cobras won't go fifth man, but they're talking about defending it as a 2-2. I'm just seeing the board of Roberta Boy if they elect to go for it. They don't want this target being played, so they're getting one in front and one behind. Bergamy just trying to lay it off. Ross. Nolan. Heavy touch, goes Haynes' way, shoots and can't finish on target. It's not been the day for Haynes. Pizzuto. Feeding to Carvalho, tries to lay it off. Can't though. Ross. Gives it to Pizzuto. Nolan. Ross. Pizzuto leaves it for Nolan, who takes down line. Tries to cut in. Pizzuto. Ross. Plays it down the line for Pizzuto. Can he finish? Right foot. Can't get it on target. Ross intercepting. Good challenge. Trying to go second. Going to Haynes. Carvalho intercepting, but Haynes keeping control as goes the deflection off Carvalho. Four minutes left on the clock. Mikkel going over the top. Bergamy, can he finish? Free shot for Bergamy, couldn't keep it on target. Mikkel now driving. Haynes gives it back to Mikkel, but Nico Canas intercepting. Man to what? Mikkel. Canast. Resetting to Ross. Nolan. Ross. Ball down the line, can't get it out as Mikkel keeps it in somehow. Tries to feed Bergamy. Nolan. Ross. Out wide to Canast. Not Ross. Flick down the line and Haynes intercepting. 2 minutes 54 remaining. Feeding Ross. Shoots and going the way of Bergamy. Now Haynes. Touches out of play though. Rossick on for South F Alliance. Ross, Nolan, feeds it back to Ross. Tries to feed Carvalho. Can't though, as it goes out the way of Rossic. Canast. Ryan. I'll check back on, but it's Pizzuto first. Going to be a triple sub for the West Coast Cobras. Timeout card submitted for the West Coast Cobras. Carvalho restarting to Ross. Now with Pizzuto. Ross. Back post and Rossick intercepting. Now Bergamy, can he finish? Goes to back post, no one home. Carvalho. Timeout card going in as there's a timeout for the West Coast Cobras. Last timeout for this game. See if they're going to work fifth. Looks like they are. Looks like they're going to defend at 2-2, Roberto Boy. Coach Goodlich is just talking about the system. I think it's 2-4-1 at the moment. Sorry, 2-4-1. A 4-1 at the moment. Might switch to a 3-1-1 though. They do that quite often. The signature Cobras played has got him back in the game many of times. Just be interesting to see how Boy says to defend this, as Zirdi gives a lot of instructions. Big instructions coming out from West Coast Cobras. It will be the 4-1 or 2-3. Ross slowly taking it in. They're going to defend real deep, the South F Alliance. Pizzuto. Ross. Ross. And can't get the ball. Ryan. Flanker off for Ashmore. Runs to one. Play it wide to Pearson. Just straight out. Ashmore coming back off for Flanker. 1:54 remaining. Ross. Pizzuto. Ross and Pizzuto in that central pivot position with Florenka and Florenka out wide. Rhino in the middle. They're rotating that 4-1 as press call is coming from the bench, but I wouldn't want to press against this 4-1 from the Cobras. They're very comfortable playing their 4-0. Ross with a shot and clearance is the best way to describe it. Runs one. Going along, trying to find Pierce. He does. Left foot, and that was a shot, but off target. 1:30. Ross. Feeding Florenka. Ross. Florenka. Ross. Florenka. Ross. Now they're going for more of the Christmas tree. Pizzuto. Getting pressed. Trying to feed Rhino, and they can't. Florenka, 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining. Ross on the ball. Pizzuto. Florenka feeding Ryan. Back to Florenka. Pizzuto. Ross. Florenka. Ross. Florenka. Intercepted. Florenka just seeing it out. Florenka. Pizzuto. Florenka. Pizzuto. Back to a 3-2. Down the line. Ryan gets himself a corner. 39 seconds remaining. Cobras switching between 3 fifth-man formations. Nothing like this seen before in the Supa-Liga. Not on the fly. Florenka. Florenka. Couldn't feed Ryan, but if you can't place passes, fifth man's not going to be much use. Bergamy. Feeding the top. Pierce with the shot. Ashmore just making the save. Ryan now driving. Bergamy with a challenge. Florenka. Disagreements between the referees. Ryan feeding into the mixer. Rosick seeing it out. Florenka seeing Rosick into the stands. Not stopped as the fight's going on. Chance not coming. Gives it to Florenka. Shoots. Pierce seeing it out. Pizzuto. Florenka. Shoots and toe poke. Bending wide. Still don't have the fourth player on. Oh, they do now for South Perth Lions. Ronson going to go long. That's the 2 seconds gone as Pizzuto just sees it out. And that will be full time. We'll join you with the statistics shortly.
Yeah, wait, it's not the right one. It's not the right one. It's not the right one.
As we go through the statistics, 65% possession to the West Coast Cobras, 35% to South Perth Lions, 33 shots to 21, 19 on target for the Cobras, 14 for South Perth Lions. Of course, 3 goals to 2, 8 corner kicks to 3 for the Cobras. We will join you next week. All the best.